Introducing a pup to water is probably one of the most critical aspects of your puppy teaching, so don't get in a hurry. Choose your area wisely, avoiding situations where the pup might scare himself and fall into the water over his head. Duck holes with shallow water are ideal for pups' first ventures. Let the pup discover on his own that the woods and water are an enjoyable experience and something to look forward to. Once your pup is comfortable padding about in the water, it's time to introduce it to swimming and retrieving out of the water. I'm going to play our little fetch game on this graduated bank, throwing the bumpers in a ladder fashion. With every repetition, the pup is going to go a little bit further out until finally it loses its legs and swims about 2 or 3 licks, then turns around, swims 2 or 3 licks back and grabs dirt again. One of the keys to this is to keep the puppy fired up and focused on the bumper so that it never even realizes that it swam. One of the reasons I'm using this graduated bank is to get the little puppy hitting the water hard. In other words, it's charging into it. You want to start establishing that type of behavior so that the dog will aggressively jump out of a duck boat. If you got him stalling, he's not going to hit the water hard and he's just going to fall out of the boat. It's better to start the retrieves off with the puppy in the water instead of having it back up on the bank. That way, you don't have a terrain change to deal with and it's more likely to hit the water hard. To get the puppy to come to you, use motion to attract it. Just keep drawing it out of the water by getting it to follow you. In other words, as soon as his foot strikes dirt, give it the bank and run away from it. Don't crowd it. If you stand at the water's edge, you're going to make the pup skirt around you. Once you got it swimming and doing everything you want, then back up and put some dry land between the pup and the water. Always add your terrain changes in segments to keep your pup charging hard. What's important to observe here is that we've gotten the pup's drive built into a frenzy and his understanding of words has escalated to the point that we can now phase out food rewards and get it to respond to those words because we'll let it fetch. Sit. Break. We now have a complete patterned behavior. The dog is coming to heel, sitting in response to the word and driving off in a straight line in full force. The only thing we lack is steadiness. That behavior will be left to formal training when the dog is older. Sit. Break. Periodically, the pup needs to be exposed to live birds just to make sure you're keeping the instinct to capture at its highest level. Birds are so enticing and the instinct to possess them is so strong that you need to make sure you can control the situation. Water is the best place to do this because you can manipulate the pup's return better than on land where he's got a lot of places to run off with it.